Okay, we're back for video number 2. Now, in this video, I'm going to go over a little bit of my work on trying to create an animated character to replace the square box that was moving and jumping around before in the last video. I started using what's called Aseprite to do pixel art. It's a pretty popular software. It's, not that expensive. It's like 20 bucks or something like that. You can donate more if you'd like, and I would suggest you do that if you have the cash, because it's a really nice program and they do good work and it works really well. I enjoy it. I've never made pixel art before. Actually, that's a lie. I have attempted before, but I was terrible at it. But for some reason, Aseprite makes it more intuitive, and I understand what's happening, and I get it. It creates the canvas for you, so you don't have to figure out all the other details about it. Very simplified. Anyway, so as you can see, in my attempt to start creating a character, I created what was like a little silhouette, and you guys, those of you that know me, know that this is kind of my little my character. This is a guy that I draw all the time. His name is Cloud Buddy. He is just a very quiet, peaceful, just a vibey little cloud. And I wanted to create a version of him that is, peaceful, serene, but also has some action to him and some expressiveness. So now I'm trying to draw a couple of frames where he's running. So, as I'm doing this, I am really just going off of practically nothing. So what I'm doing is just trying to figure out what is going to be the best looking drawing as I flip between the frames, go back and forth. As you can see, I did quite a bit of erasing to try to figure it out and see how I'm going to make it work. Then I finally got to a point where I felt like I had a solid running 2 frames that'll go back and forth, and now I needed to do the jumping. So I need to have a frame of him jumping up, which I just showed there, and then I needed to come up with something where he's like coming down. So I kind of started with filling in his hat like he's catching a little bit of air in his hat and having his knees bent forward a little more to sort of brace himself for the fall. And just to give him a little more personality, I made him, a little sassy and stick his tongue out. So after I finished all that stuff, I figured that I would try to then put this character in, assign this sprite, which is what he is. There's animated sprites that you assign to the specific player object. So I assigned this sprite to the object, and this is what I was able to come up with. It's my little cloud buddy who's now running around, and he's jumping, and it's really cool. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm hoping that I'm getting a lot of ideas as I go. Honestly, I'm getting different inspiration. Just accomplishing something like this gives me it kind of brings me back to certain games, that are really like the sort of classic Metroid or Castlevania or other, Mario Brothers. And I wanted to come up with a cool way that he can sort of fight off enemies. And since he's kind of like a pristine looking little cloud, I'm thinking maybe in the future I'll do some character drawings of like pollution, like little like smog characters that are floating in and trying to kill him or just maybe the premise is Cloud Buddy is trying to save the planet from pollution, and so he's shooting lightning bolts at all the smog and sort of eliminating it or evaporating it or something. So yeah, like I was saying, I get a lot of ideas from doing this, and maybe I'll start doing that in the next video. So thanks for checking this out. I'll see you next time. Peace.